Verónica is a Spanish horror film directed by Paco Plaza and released in 2017. The film runs for about 105 minutes and is inspired by a true story from the early 1990s in Madrid, Spain. It received critical acclaim for its chilling atmosphere and gripping storyline. With a Rotten Tomatoes rating of 88% and an IMDb score of 6.2 out of 10, the film centers around Verónica, a 15-year-old girl who lives with her mother and three younger siblings in a working-class neighborhood of Madrid. Her mother works long hours at a bar to support the family after the death of Veronica's father, leaving Verónica responsible for her siblings Lucia, Irene, and Antonito. The story begins on June 15, 1991, with Verónica and her two friends, Rosa and Diana, deciding to play with a Ouija board during a solar eclipse at their Catholic school. They aim to contact Veronica's deceased father. However, the seance goes horribly wrong. Verónica becomes unresponsive, and a glass shatters, cutting her hand. After this incident, Verónica starts experiencing strange and frightening occurrences. The supernatural events begin subtly. Verónica hears whispering voices, sees shadowy figures, and feels an ominous presence in her home. Her siblings also begin to experience unsettling phenomena. One night, Verónica dreams of her father and wakes up with mysterious bite marks on her body. She soon realizes that she has unleashed a malevolent spirit that is now haunting her family. Desperate for help, Verónica seeks guidance from a blind nun at her school, referred to as Sister Death by the students. Sister Death reveals that she senses a dark presence around Verónica and warns her about the dangers of playing with a Ouija board. She advises Verónica to perform a ritual to close the portal she has opened and banish the spirit. Verónica attempts to carry out the ritual with the help of her siblings. They draw protective symbols on the walls and gather around the Ouija board to confront the entity. However, the spirit's power is too strong, and the ritual goes awry. The malevolent force attacks Verónica and her siblings, causing chaos in their apartment. In a desperate effort to save her family, Verónica sacrifices herself. She instructs her siblings to stay together and leave the apartment while she faces the entity alone. The spirit violently attacks her, leading to her tragic death. The film concludes with the police arriving at the scene, finding Verónica's lifeless body and her traumatized siblings huddled together. Verónica is renowned for its effective use of suspense, eerie atmosphere, and strong performance by Sandra Escacena, who plays the titular character. The film's unsettling imagery and psychological horror elements make it a standout in the genre. It explores themes of grief, responsibility, and the consequences of meddling with the supernatural, leaving a lasting impression on its audience.